Well, human rights, I like to think of it in relation to civil rights. Civil rights are given by a country or municipality, whereas human rights are rights that all humans are born with. So they're much broader. They embody everything that one does compared to civil rights. They cannot be taken away because they're natural rights that one inherits as a human on this planet.
In order for us to be able to fully realize our human rights, we have to effect a shift in power. That the people-centered approach must be about movement building. It must be about taking into account the kinds of shifts in the institutions, the policies that are important and fundamental in order for people to be able to realize their fundamental human rights. So we're talking about an approach that is used to bring about radical change.
Discrimination is discrimination. It doesn't matter if it's intentional, doesn't matter if it was motivated or purposeful by an agency or a decision maker. It doesn't matter if it can only be shown in terms of the results or the fallout of a process. It's either way, it is something that is disallowed. It's something that's prohibited because it violates human rights.
A lot of times when we think of human rights, we always think of it as violations that occur outside of the United States. But this organization and the member organizations that are a part of the U.S. Human Rights Network are trying to shine a light on these violations that happen within the United States.
The United States is responsible to comply with certain international human rights treaties it has ratified. The International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, the Convention to Eliminate All Forms of Racial Discrimination, and the Convention Against Torture. These are treaties that require basic fundamental human rights to be followed and hold states accountable and state parties accountable to those treaties.
Why join the U.S. Human Rights Network? Because we need to build a movement. We need a strong movement where we're united across the different issue areas we're working on. And a human rights framework provides us with a unifying framework. It's a unifying call for action. All the work that different people are doing are human rights issues. And so if we join forces with the network, it's a way of building our collective voice and our collective power.
I think the beautiful thing about the network is they're people who are so committed to human rights and work so hard on all their issues, and the network is really a space for people to come together, to share strategies, to learn from each other, and to join in solidarity in other people's movements.